Welcome to SeedProd. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create the built-in icon boxes that SeedProd has a block for. It makes it quick and easy just to drag this block into your page, and we can style and edit those and customize those however we wish. So here I have a clean installation of WordPress, and we can go through the installation process here quickly. You can skip ahead if you like with the timestamps in the description below. I'm going to be using the pro version of SeedProd. So if you don't have SeedProd yet, you can go to seedprod.com. You can click on Get SeedProd now and select the account that makes the most sense for you. Once you have an account, we're going to go ahead and click on Login. Here on the left-hand side, let's enter your email address, your password, and click Login. Great, once you're logged in, let's click on the second tab from the left here called Downloads, and we'll click the orange button here to download SeedProd. We also need the license key here in the bottom left. We can click the icon here to copy that to clipboard, and we can go ahead and close this tab. Great, back inside of WordPress, on the left-hand side, we're going to go to Plugins and Add New. And at the top, we're going to click on Upload Plugin. Here we can click on Choose File and select the zip file that we just downloaded. Or if you're using the same browser as I am, you can click here, drag and drop this, and click Install Now. Next, we're going to activate the plugin, and we'll paste that license key that we got earlier right here. Click Verify Key, and you should see a green success message. I'm going to close this tab at the bottom. And on the left-hand side, we need something to work with. So I'm going to go into the theme builder here and set up a quick website from scratch. It just takes a couple seconds. We'll click on Theme Builder, and then we'll go to Theme Template Kits. And these are the built-in website template kits that come with SeedProd. I'm just going to scroll down and pick a random one here. Let's go with this one, and I'll click the orange check mark, and this will import all of the template files that we need for the website. And then you can simply just modify any part of that website to make it your own. Great, this brings us back to the theme builder, and now we can see all of the different pages. For example, here's our home page, blog page, a 404 page, etc. Now, if we check our front page, we can still see the default theme here. That's because we didn't activate this theme yet. We can click that Enable SeedProd Theme toggle right here. Click OK a couple times. And if we refresh our front page, you'll see that template is now active and it looks fantastic. Now let's go ahead and get some icon boxes into this website. So I'm just going to keep this simple and we'll add them onto the home page. So we'll go ahead and edit this template by clicking Edit Design. This will open the SeedProd page builder. Now you might see two headers here. Don't be confused by this. This is the header that will appear on all of the pages on the website except the front page. The front page actually has its own unique header here because it's on a background. We can actually click the eyeball here to hide that, and we can just see the normal page here. Let's just come down and scroll and find a place to put our new icon boxes. I'll just put them at the bottom of the page here above the footer. So let's go ahead and click the plus sign here to add a new section, and we can click the columns here. And I think I want 3 across, so we'll click the 3 columns, and we have 1, 2, 3. On the left-hand side here, we can see our blocks here, and we have a search, and you can just scroll down to see all of the advanced blocks, the normal blocks, the template tags, etc. What we're going to be looking at, if we type in icon in the search box here, we can see that this will sort for us, and we can have icon and icon box. Let's select icon box and drag it into our page. Now this is what it looks like by default, but you can click the block settings here, and it'll change the options on the left-hand side, and this is how we can control this block. Okay, great. So before we edit this, the kind of website that we have is like a marketing or SEO website. So let's come down to the bottom, and we can just pretend that we're adding onto this marketing advertising website. So the first thing we want to do is select an icon that's relevant. We can click the orange button here, and this will open the icon library in SeedProd. And we can do a search here for an icon that makes sense. Since we're having 3 different icon boxes, you can pick a different icon for each one if you like, or you can use the same one and just recycle the design, and then just change the text. So here I have like a growth chart here. I'm just going to select this one. I think that looks fine. Next, we can change the color, the size, etc. But what I want to do first is actually put a background color on this whole section. And instead of putting it on the block, I'm going to put it on the column itself. So you can see the blue section here, and there's actually 3 across there. Let's select the first one. And now we can see that it has column options here on the left-hand side. So we have background color. I'm just going to select this, and I'll select maybe a random blue color here. I think that looks fine. And now we can come back and click on the block settings to modify the colors and the text here. So now for our icon, let's go ahead and change the color of this. Maybe we'll just go with white. It looks fine to me. And then we can change the size if we like in the alignment. Let's actually put this in the middle at the top, and we'll make it a little bit bigger. Now, if you don't like that icon, of course, you can change that to something else if you like. And we'll come down, we have the text here. So I have a little bit of text here that I'll just copy and paste into the website. So I'll just put that right here where the header text is. You can see that that updates the header text in the icon box. Next, we have some description text here. Let's just copy and paste some in here. There you go. You can see it's updated. Great. Let's come back up to the top, and we'll come under the Advanced tab here. And here we can do a lot more customization. So under Styles at the top, we have the header topography. So we can actually change the font if we want. Right now, it's using the global styles, which you can modify by clicking the cogwheel here in the bottom left-hand corner. Make sure you save your page before clicking on that and going to the global styles. Or you can change the styles right here directly on the block itself, and it'll override those global styles. I'll just add a new font here. And then we have the weight here that you can select. You have the font size here, so I'm going to actually bring this down a little bit. We have the line height. Right now it's fine. I'm just going to leave it down to 0. And we have the letter spacing. I might actually put this up just a bit. There you can see it. There's some spacing in between each letter. We also have the style, the alignment, the casing, etc. And I'm just going to close this section. We also have the header color, so we can change this maybe to white so it stands out. I might go with something different, maybe yellow here, and I'll go ahead and close that. And I think that looks great. Next is the typography. This is the description. So let's go ahead and edit this, and I'll put the same font as before. Again, if you want to use this font across your whole website, you would change it in your global settings, not just your block itself. And we have the font size here. I might actually bring this down, and maybe we'll make this light, and maybe just slightly bigger. Great, let's go ahead and close this one, and we'll change the color to white. There, I think that looks great. Next, you can come down, you have spacing options for margin and padding. We have attributes if you know custom CSS or JavaScript that you want to add. We have device visibility, so you could hide this on desktop or mobile. When you do so, you'll see that it's grayed out here. And lastly, with the animation effects. I don't want to add an animation effect on the block itself. I actually want to add it on the column. Otherwise, you would just get the animation here on the block and the blue would stay here. So I think we'll add a fade in effect when the page loads, and we'll apply that to the column itself. Let's go ahead and click the column settings. And here on the left-hand side, we can go under advanced. And if we come down to the bottom, we have animation effects here. And we can select the animation. And there's lots to choose from here. I'm actually just going to go with the simple fade in. And you can see a little preview of that effect there. I think that looks good. The last thing I want to do is just add a little bit of flair to this. So I'll go under shape divider for the column. And we can add on the top, I'm going to select, let's go with fan opacity. And I'm just going to change the color here. Let's select the same color that we used before, but maybe something just a little bit darker, or you could go lighter if you wish. And there you go. I think that looks pretty nice. There's other options here that you can play with as well. You could add one on the bottom if you like to do so. Okay, once you're happy, we can just go ahead and copy this whole column into the other sections. Now, if you click here, you'll notice there's no way to copy it. That's because we have to open the navigator over here, the layout navigator. And now if we select the column here, we actually have the option to copy this and duplicate it under the options with the 3 dots here. So now I can click duplicate, and I'll do that 2 more times. And we're running out of room here because we have these 2 crammed in. So let's delete the old ones here. I'll select, and we'll delete column, select yes, and I'll select that last one as well, and we'll delete that column. All right, let's go ahead and click on the layout navigator here. We'll minimize that. And if you want to add more spacing here, what you can do is select the row. And on the left-hand side, we have the width and the column gutter. So for example, if we put the column gutter up a little bit, you can see that that increases the space in between them. I'll just keep this maybe around 5 for now. I think that looks fine. Now for each one, you would just select the block and you would update the icon if you wish, the header text, and the description. And then once you're happy, all we got to do is just save this. We can go ahead and preview our front page, and I'll just refresh. And if we scroll down to the bottom, look for the animation effect. When we get down to the bottom, you should see them fade in. And right there, you see that little fade effect. And there you go. You have your 3 icon boxes, and you can fully customize the look and feel of these. Please hit the like button if you found this helpful. Consider subscribing to the channel and check out these videos to learn more about SeedProd and what it can do for you and your small business. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.